It's Week 8 of the NFL. And we'll get a look at J.J. McCarthy. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. Great game in store for y'all. And it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick. Alabama back in 2023.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. What can they do here on third down and 7? Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep them short of the first down.
So 4th down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. He's run well here in the first half of the season. As you see there, he's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And the reception for Chris Godwin. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down. They send Godwin in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Slot man in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Young. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Young. There's a short one taken by Ingram. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On play action, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And his guys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's able to get away from 1 man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of the both.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And now, after the quick change, following the interception and the return, they're going to try to pay it off with 6. It is first down and goal to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. They'll motion over Thielen. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback.
He slams it in there, and he is in. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And his guys are out to a 10-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. 10-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They put Wilson in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. Try again, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is McCarthy. The open man is Wilson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now McCarthy. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 44-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the visitors are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd and 5.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They'll motion over Thielen. They'll go play action with Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throw to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The throw on the run is complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the visitors will tie things up. It's now 10-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can go out breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He finds his tight end, Keith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. It has been an entertaining first half. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers don't want to fall into a deep hole this early, so a good win there ups their record to 3-4. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Will Levis has thrown a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now a give to Gibbs, running right. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the visitors go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, It is 1st and 10. Here's Young. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Godwin in motion. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a low game.
Adoree Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They face second down and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And third down coming up. To throw is McCarthy. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll run the toss with Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Sending a receiver right. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Look at play action here with McCarthy. That is hauled in at the 5. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Second and goal. They put Wilson in motion. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors move out to a 24-10 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. And that will be a 1st down. Out of the shotgun. Young to the left side to Godwin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intent.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Pitts is the man in motion. It's a toss play left to Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They put Wilson in motion. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.